Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we dig into a whole stack of sources and pull out the really key insights for you, make complex stuff clear, actionable. And today, wow, we're tackling something that, honestly, it almost sounds too good to be true.
Right.
Yeah, but our source material lays out a pretty convincing case. We're talking about significant life transformation in just 6 months,
hmm
half a year.
Exactly. Half a year to really build a foundation for, well, a new you. And look, this isn't about, quick fixes or just wishful thinking. This deep dive, it's focused. It's based on 6-month life transformation strategies.
A very practical source.
Very practical,
Yeah.
goal-oriented. Our mission here is basically to pull out the most powerful strategies from it, show you how a clear plan and, real commitment can actually lead to solid changes, lasting changes.
And what's really interesting here, I think, is how it challenges that common idea that deep change has to take years and years.
Right, like it's this huge, slow process. Yeah, exactly. People kind of resign themselves to being stuck because they think, oh, this is going to take forever, or maybe it just happens to me. But this source, it argues that if you shift from just vague ideas to systematic action, you can speed things up dramatically.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to break down these 8 core strategies. Things that, when you actually do them, are designed to really boost your quality of life measurably.
Measurably. I like that. Okay, let's dive right in then. Strategy number 1, financial management.
Big one.
Always a big one. Money stress, it's such a heavy weight for so many people. But what I find interesting is how the source frames it. It's not just, crunching numbers.
Bro.
It's presented as like a cornerstone for a genuinely good life, building stability so you have, well, mental space.
Exactly. And the first steps are really direct. You start with a kind of money audit.
Yeah.
Track every single penny, income, expenses for 1 whole month.
Every penny. Wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's not about judging yourself. It's just about getting really, really clear on where things stand. Then from there, you build a budget. And they suggest the 50-30-20 rule.
Okay, I've heard of that, 50-30 corner.
Right. So 50% of your income for essentials, housing, food, that stuff. 30% for, well, wants.
Yeah.
Things you enjoy. And then a really crucial 20%, that goes to savings and paying down debt.
That 20% feels key.
It is. And it's not just saving vaguely. It's about specific goals, like building an emergency fund 3 to 6 months of expenses, or, actively investing for the long term.
Okay.
If you connect this back, having stable finances, it's not just about money. It frees up cognitive bandwidth.
Cognitive bandwidth, I like that term.
Yeah, it frees up that mental energy you were spending on worrying, right? So you can actually think more clearly, maybe be more creative, solve other problems. It clears the way.
That makes so much sense. It's like you're decluttering your financial house to declutter your mind. But that first step, tracking everything, what's the usual hang up there? Why do people resist that?
Often, it's just fear. Fear of what they'll find out. They might know deep down it's not great. But pushing past that initial discomfort, seeing the numbers clearly, that's incredibly empowering.
Right.
It's like turning the lights on. Suddenly you can actually see where you're going. The source really stresses. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being intentional.
Intentionality. Okay.
Yeah.
And once you've got maybe a bit more of that mental space, it makes sense to focus on another pillar, our health. So, strategy number 2, transforming eating habits. I mean, who doesn't want more energy, clearer thinking, just feeling better?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our bodies really are like these high-performance machines.
Yeah.
And food is the fuel. It impacts everything, physical energy, mental focus.
Sure.
So the actions here were pretty straightforward, but they have a big impact. Start by deliberately adding more vegetables and fruits to every meal.
Just adding more good stuff in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about taking everything away. But at the same time, you do make a conscious effort to cut back on processed foods, added sugars. Those are the energy vampires.
Yeah, the quick high, then the crash.
Precisely. And don't forget hydration, 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. Crucial.
Simple, but easily forgotten.
So easily. And again, the source clarifies, this isn't some crash diet. You're not supposed to be hungry. It's about eating smart, nutrient density.
Okay. So what does eating smart look like practically?
It means focusing on high-quality proteins, for muscle repair and feeling full. Complex carbs for that sustained energy release. Healthy fats, good for your brain, good for absorbing vitamins.
Right.
And a really practical tip they give, cook more at home.
Ah, the control factor.
Exactly. You control the ingredients, you avoid hidden sugars or sodium, you manage portions. It makes a huge difference. And the payoff, Within, say, 2 or 3 months, you'll clearly feel more energetic. Your overall health improves tangibly.
2 to 3 months to feel a real difference? That's pretty motivating. It's not instant,
Yeah.
but it's not years away either.
Not at all. You'll probably notice small shifts sooner, maybe within weeks, better digestion, less fogginess. But that real sustained energy, that feeling of, like, internal cleanup, that often kicks in around that 2, 3 month mark.
Okay, good to know. So we've fueled the machine better. Now, strategy 3, moving the machine. Regular exercise.
Yes. And it's so much more than just muscles or weight loss, though those can be benefits.
Right. We often focus just on the physical look.
We do. But the sources really emphasize this is a holistic thing, mind and body.
So how do you start if you're, not exercising much right now?
Start simple. That's the key message. A brisk 20 to 30-minute walk every day. Or maybe commit to 3 structured workouts a week.
Okay, manageable.
Totally. And the most important advice, choose something you actually like doing.
Ah, the enjoyment factor. Makes sense.
Huge difference. Dancing, swimming, hiking, lifting weights, whatever. If you enjoy it, it stops feeling like a chore.
And you're more likely to stick with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the principle here is consistency over intensity.
Right. Not trying to kill yourself in the gym once a week.
No. Showing up regularly, even for shorter sessions, builds that habit much better than, like, random intense bursts followed by quitting.
Yeah.
Set some measurable goals, maybe run a 5K, lift a bit more weight over time.
Yeah.
But beyond the physical stuff strength, heart health exercise is proven to boost your mood, release endorphins. It actually rewires your brain to handle stress better. And, huge bonus, improves your sleep quality dramatically.
That consistency over intensity point really resonates. It takes the pressure off, doesn't it? Makes it feel less intimidating. What's a common mistake people make when starting out?
Oh, definitely aiming way too high, way too fast.
Yeah, I can see that.
Leads to burnout,
Yeah.
injury, then you just stop. So the source really implies, start small, make it fun, focus on just showing up consistently. Celebrate the showing up, not just the big achievements.
I like that. Celebrate showing up. Okay, moving from the physical to the mental.
Yeah.
Strategy 4, commit to serious learning and application. This feels like maybe the highest ROI investment you can make in yourself. Continuous learning. So, listeners, think about it. What's a skill you've always wished you had? Or a topic you wanted to really get into?
And the way to approach this, according to the source, is first, set clear learning goals. Could be work-related, a new software maybe, or a language, or just something you're curious about.
Right.
Then, crucial step, allocate specific time for it, at least 30 minutes a day. Protected time.
Protected time, like booking an appointment with yourself.
Exactly. Read books, do online courses, listen to podcasts like this one, practice the skill. But here's the absolute critical part where a lot of people fall short.
Okay.
You have to apply the knowledge. Don't just collect it like stamps.
Okay. Put it into action.
Yes. Use it at work. Use it in daily life somehow. Share what you learned with someone that really solidifies it. Or even try teaching it.
Teaching forces you to understand it better.
Totally. And this whole cycle, learn, apply, reflect, it builds massive confidence. But also, and this is important, it directly opens up new career doors, new opportunities that just weren't there before. How does that happen? It's that application piece.
It really is the application. Like, knowledge is potential power, but application is actual power. Can you think of an example where that application part really changed things for someone?
Oh, absolutely. I remember someone who learned some basic coding online, just a bit.
Okay.
They weren't trying to become a developer, but they used it to automate this really annoying small task in their job.
Ah, smart.
Yeah, it saved them maybe an hour a week, but it got noticed.
Yeah.
It showed initiative. It freed them up to do more interesting stuff, and eventually, yeah, it led to a promotion. It wasn't just knowing code.
Yeah.
It was using it to solve a problem. Proof of capability.
That's a brilliant example. Okay, speaking of freeing things up, let's talk about our most precious resource, time. Strategy 5, eliminate unproductive activities.
Yes, time. The one thing you can't get more of.
And we all waste it, don't we? Hours sometimes on things that just add no real value.
We do. So the source suggests starting with a time audit. For 1 week, just track where your time actually goes, hour by hour.
Ooh, that could be scary.
It can be revealing,
Uh-huh.
but it gives you that objective picture. What's moving you forward versus what's just killing time or draining energy.
So what are the usual suspects? The time killers.
Oh, you know the ones. Mindless scrolling on social media,
Guilty.
Excessive TV or gaming, getting sucked into pointless gossip, spending time with people, or in social circles that honestly just leave you feeling drained.
Yeah, energy vampires, social ones too.
Exactly. So the core action is identify those things, consciously decide to cut back or cut them out. And this is key. Replace them with something growth-oriented, something aligned with these other strategies.
Replace, not just remove.
Right. And it really highlights this direct link between managing your time effectively and actually creating value, achieving goals, feeling fulfilled. Time is the canvas, right?
It is. So that time audit, if someone finds they're spending, I don't know, 3 hours scrolling, what's a gentle first step to replace that? Going cold turkey seems tough.
Yeah, probably not sustainable for most. The source kind of implies a gradual approach. Maybe start by replacing just 30 minutes of that scrolling time.
Okay.
And use that 30 minutes for one of the other things. A quick walk, some learning, maybe some journaling, which leads us nicely to the next point.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
Strategy 6. Start a daily writing practice. I find this one so powerful, but maybe underestimated. Journaling personally has been huge for me. Untangling thoughts.
It's incredibly effective.
Yeah.
And the source suggests a really easy entry point, just 10 or 15 minutes a day, maybe before bed.
Okay, doable.
Totally. And just write what happened today, how you felt, any lessons learned, ideas that popped up, problems you're mulling over.
Just getting it out of your head.
Exactly. And doing that consistently helps you start to see patterns in your life. You understand yourself better. You process emotions more effectively. It's like externalizing your inner monologue.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to just be journaling. You can use that writing time to set goals, make plans, even write creatively if that's your thing.
So the benefits go beyond just reflection.
Oh, yeah. It develops your analytical thinking because you have to structure thoughts. It improves communication skills. And it really does bring this sense of mental peace and clarity. Literally getting stuff off your mind and onto the page.
It's like decluttering your brain. I really like that description. That process of writing forces a kind of clarity thinking alone doesn't always have, right?
Absolutely. Writing forces a linear progression. You have to choose the next word, the next sentence. You can't hold conflicting thoughts quite so easily as you can just ruminating. It clarifies, organizes, and often reveals gaps or insights you wouldn't otherwise see.
Makes sense. Okay, so we're doing all these things, managing money, eating well, exercising, learning, managing time, writing. How do we know it's actually working?
Strategy number 7. Systematically track your progress.
The classic, what gets measured gets managed.
Exactly. Applies just as much to personal life as it does to business. The idea is to create a system to track your progress in whatever areas you're working on.
So what kind of things should you track?
Could be anything relevant. Weight, savings balance, number of books read, hours spent learning that new skill, water intake, whatever matches your goals.
And how do you track it?
Keep it simple. Use an app, a spreadsheet, even just a notebook.
Right.
The tool doesn't matter as much as the consistency.
Right.
And set tiered goals. Short term, maybe for the next month.
Yeah.
Medium term, 3 months. And long term, the full 6 months. Then non-negotiable, review your progress weekly. See what's working, what's not, and adjust your plan.
That weekly review sounds key for staying on course.
It is, because seeing that data, seeing the progress, even small progress, provides incredibly powerful motivation. It makes the whole thing feel real and tangible, not just abstract hopes. It shows you can do this.
Yeah, seeing those numbers tick up or down depending on the goal. That's concrete feedback. But what if progress is slow? How do you avoid getting discouraged by the tracking itself?
That's a common trap, focusing only on the big end goal. The source implies you should also track the effort and the small wins.
Okay.
Celebrate that you tracked today. Celebrate that you did the walk, even if the scale didn't move much yet. Consistency in the action and the tracking is key. Don't demand perfection, just persistence.
Persistence over perfection, got it. And all these actions, all this tracking, it naturally leads into the final strategy, number 8. Build self-pride and confidence.
Yes. The culmination, in a way.
Because confidence isn't just something you're born with, right? It's something you build.
Absolutely. That's a really empowering idea from the source.
Yeah.
Confidence is a product of action.
So how do you build it, practically?
You start small, set tiny achievable goals, things you know you can do, and then do them. Successfully complete them.
Okay, little wins.
Little wins build momentum. They create this internal record of, hey, I did that. Then, once you get comfortable, you gradually increase the difficulty, step by step.
Makes sense.
And crucially, you have to celebrate those successes, every single one, no matter how small it seems. Acknowledge it. Pat yourself on the back. mentally.
We often forget that part.
We do. And another big piece is mindset. Consciously stop comparing yourself to others. That's just a recipe for feeling inadequate. Focus only on being better than you were yesterday.
Your own benchmark.
Exactly. And build resilience. Mistakes will happen. You'll slip up. Forgive yourself. Learn from it. Get back up. Start again. Don't let one setback derail everything.
Right.
And finally, look at your environment. Surround yourself with supportive people. Avoid situations or people who consistently tear you down or make you doubt yourself. Protect your growing confidence.
That environment piece is huge.
It is. And this all leads to a really fundamental question, doesn't it? How much does genuine self-respect really start with just keeping the promises you make to yourself?
Wow. Yeah. Keeping promises to yourself, that hits differently than just achieving goals. It's about integrity with yourself.
It's the ultimate feedback loop for building that self-pride.
Okay, so we've covered these 8 massive strategies. Finance, food, exercise, learning, time, writing, tracking, confidence. It's a lot.
It is a lot when you hear it all at once.
Yeah, for you listening, it might feel overwhelming. Like, where do I even start? How do you take this blueprint and actually start, building the house?
Right. And the source is very clear on this in its conclusion. Don't try to do everything at once.
Okay, breathe easy, everyone.
Yeah, seriously. Trying to tackle all 8 simultaneously, that's just setting yourself up to feel overwhelmed, burn out, and probably quit.
So what's the smarter approach?
Be strategic. Pick just 2 or 3 strategies. The ones that feel most important to you right now, or maybe the ones that seem easiest to start.
Okay, 2 or 3.
Focus hard on just those. Implement them consistently, every day, or as planned. For about 2 to 3 weeks. That's usually how long it takes for something to start feeling like a habit.
Let them take root first.
Exactly. Once those first few feel more automatic, then you can gradually start adding another one. Integrate it thoughtfully. Maybe another later.
Layering them in over time.
Precisely. The core message is real lasting change takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistent effort. But the results you can build over these 6 months, they are absolutely worthwhile. They endure. They can genuinely reshape your life.
That's such a powerful takeaway. It's a blueprint, yes, but you build it brick by brick, not all at once. A transformed life in 6 months is possible, but through commitment and that clear step-by-step plan. And what's really exciting, I think, is seeing how those small, consistent actions really do add up to huge results. You don't need some massive, dramatic gesture. You just need to start.
Indeed. And really, today could be day 1. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Which brings us to maybe the most important question for you, the listener, to think about.
Okay.
Given these strategies and this idea that self-respect starts with keeping promises to yourself, which promise, or maybe which couple of promises, are you going to make to yourself first? Which ones will you prioritize and commit to starting now?
That is a fantastic question to leave everyone with. Which promise will you keep to yourself starting today? We really hope this deep dive has given you not just ideas, but real inspiration and a clear starting point. Go think about it, reflect, and most importantly, take that first small action. We'll be back next time for another deep dive.